So, what do you think, Michael? Do you think that light coming into the room changes based on the day-night cycle?
I'd bet so. Isn't that like the most... Why have a day to night cycle?
Immersion.
I don't think it's really that immersive, and even when the game is actually not shit, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I suppose.
It's just kind of a thing that, oh look, Eric was right.
Yep.
It seems to be like...
Never mind, you have to raise the water. What? Oh, I'm definitely getting some water temple vibes from this.
Yeah, there is a room that looked kind of like it. This is probably the closest.
Any dungeon where you have to raise and lower waddle.
Waddle? Like Waddle's the pig from Gravity Falls?
No, Waddle Dee. Oh, there we go. Man, that was a pretty long time to not bring up a cartoon. So I gotta say, good job, Michael. I gotta give you kudos. Kudos. I have to give you Kid Presidentes. You know who the Kid President is?
Is that little black kid?
Yeah. Who does the
Obama impression?
I don't know. It's not really an Obama impression. It's just supposed to be like a cute. You can do it.
Soul pain.
Motivational videos, but it's funny because he's a kid and he's wearing a little suit.
Yeah.
And 10 million views.
Ugh, where did that block go? I mean, can you guys see why I don't like the puzzles in this game? It's just always like, oh yeah, let's hide this switch in this room that you can barely see. Then so that the player gets to screw around like a jackass for 5 minutes trying to figure out what to do.
To be fair, do you care much for puzzles in any game?
Well, if they're done right, that's the wrong way. God forbid there be like a set piece in the room to help me distinguish one end of the room from the other. Let's make it look the same on both sides and not put like a Krazoa face over the door that shows that that's the way forward. Or let's just make both ends of the room look the same, why don't we?
Or give one of the doors like one of those like exit signs. You know what I mean?
I don't need something that flagrant, but it's just sort of like I made that mistake like 5 times in that one room.
Scooby-Doo. Well, isn't... I don't know what I wasn't even going to comment the fact that I just mixed the Indiana Jones song with Scooby-Doo, but and I forgot. Oh, that's right. And Geralder, Legend of Link.
Legend of Gelda. Legend of Gelda.
At least when you have the compass.
Yeah.
There's a little yellow arrow that shows up where you entered the room.
Yes, that is true.
So that's sort of what they did. But there are also some visual cues sometimes. Like the doors will be different.
Yeah, even if they're asleep, you have to hit them.
That's something that this game doesn't really do. It doesn't really do like standard doors.
I suppose. Oh yeah. Thanks for showing up, Groundhog.
Groundhog.
It's just like, oh yeah, I'm gonna hit up the thing.
They were like Nick Claws or something like that. Some weird shit like that. And the big ones are like Neck Claws or something.
Speaking of which, we haven't been ambushed by a crowd of bloops yet, so I'd say we're doing pretty well for ourselves.
We haven't even seen a Bafam dead yet. The good news is we have like 19 of them. 19 Bafam dads. That's my next album. You should peep that shit, it's fire.
I should what?
You should peep that shit.
Okay.
Yeah, peep my new mixtape. It's fire, dog. Scooby.
I guess we're going that way. No, I know this game came out first.
Again.
But this temple facade right here reminds me of that one, the pirate fortress in Metroid Prime 2. I'm not sure why, but...
There was a pirate fortress in Metroid Prime 2?
Yeah, it was in Aegon Wastes. You go to it towards the beginning. I mean, like, you've never played the game, so...
Oh, I played the very beginning of Metroid Prime 2. I just thought... It seemed like all of the sort of biome sections, whatever you want to call them, in that game were really bland.
Biome? What do you mean by that?
Like sections, like like in the first game, Fendrana Drifts, Magmor Caverns,
Yeah.
you know.
Well,
And the other one had like a bleak swamp and a bleak desert. Even the Sky Fortress, I don't know, maybe it's just like the coloring in that game felt really mute.
I guess the thing there is that since they used all of the other set pieces in the first game, what were they supposed to go with?
I don't think it's a problem as much with what they chose as like they weren't the first, like in Metroid Prime 1 they felt more vibrant, like colors at least, you know, like there were, whereas in the second one it felt like they turned the darkness up in each I don't know. That's such like a weird thing to have against a game, but I lost focus on it right away. Like, I played Metroid Prime 1 and I played Metroid Prime 3 and I didn't really like Metroid Prime 2. I hope you read Braille. Oh, it's one of these jammy jams.
I guess that wasn't right.
I think
can't
it looked
tell
like
what
you
this
just
drawing
got
is
you just
supposed to
got
be.
shocked by Sith lightning.
Like what? Which end is the top?
Those are the
which
ones
end
you
is the
can't
bottom?
go. You ever thought of that?
The white ones?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was going with what they had showed me, but apparently,
No, but those are the ones you can't go on.
am I supposed to have them stay? Well, yeah, I could tell that the white ones are the ones I'm not supposed to go to.
Oh, okay, I thought you had thought that those are the ones you were supposed to go on. Which would be impossible, obviously, but...
Okay.
It's funny, because I know the moment you step on one of these, you're gonna just... Yeah.
What the fuck? I went to one of the places where I was
Just-
supposed to be able to go on.
This is called a brute force puzzle.
What the fuck?
So you really have to put on a quote-unquote disguise to pick up some things.
That is so dumb. And there's no way to just put shit down. Oh wait,
What are
let me
you,
guess.
stupid?
Let me take a guess.
Let me take a wild gander.
Like the Legend of Gelda.
Legend of Gelda and the Wild Gander.
Or Chester Cheetah's Wild Wild Quest.
You guessed wrong.
I'm totally stumped right now.
Slippy.
Slippy here? Got yourself stuck again?
3 switches?
I think he's talking about later in the dungeon, but I
Oh.
can't figure out what I'm supposed to do here.
It's different than when you last looked at it. Weird.
And you can't like look back to see where you're supposed to
At
go.
least you don't have to feed him every time you tell him to stay. That'd be some shit.
I mean, like, I can't tell what this is.
Hmm.
What the fuck?
I still like that animation. Oh, it's happening. It's happening right before your very eyes, folks. Folks. You've got me saying folks a bunch now. I blame you. Try flipping it horizontally.
I did that last time and I still got shocked.
Good luck.
Like, what is this?
Have you tried believing in yourself? Look at the thing closer.
Okay.
Not that, the actual thing. The actual floor. Do those shocks... is there any method to that madness?
Probably not.
Hmm.
I'm totally stumped. I have no idea what they expect me to do.
Why is that brighter? That floor over there.
What do you mean?
To the right. To the very right. Over there. Why is that brighter? That's
Probably
just
a hole in the
skylight. It's just weird that that's...
Yeah, there is a skylight. Holy shit.
Yeah, but it's on both sides, so it probably
It's
doesn't
just like,
matter.
what the fuck is this?
You've done it before.
I don't remember how I did it though. Okay, so if the white ones I can't touch, I should be able to go on these 4 to my very right. No. What the fuck?
There's literally... You haven't been able to walk on any of these. So the odds of you being able... Of you getting shocked every time are so low. Because hypothetically, according to that, there's a 25% chance of you picking a random one. That you'd step on the wrong one.
Alright, I'm looking it up.
So there's got to be some other...
Like, according to this guide, like I was doing what I was supposed to be doing. It says, have Tricky stand on the panel and note the pattern of lights that appear in the wall behind you. The pattern shows the correct path to cross the electrified floor ahead of you. So if the pattern shows the rightmost tile, step on the... Was I supposed to go on the white ones or not? It's just like a big fucking confusing mess of shit. Okay, it looks like... Okay, stand there.
Try second from the left.
Alright, second from the left. Okay, that is... Okay. Now I'm gonna go...
Unbelievable shite. How did we, like...
It was really that easy?
Yeah. Michael, I think you and I might be stupid. I think we might be real dumb.
Like, I remember that giving me trouble the first time I played this too, so...
We might be pretty stupid, Michael. I'm just saying. What kind of attack animation is that? Let me just do a little jiggy before I try to jiggy your jigsaw puzzles, you know what I'm saying? Do you know what I'm saying?
No.
You know what I'm saying? Remember when Gangnam Style was a thing?
Yeah, I remember that.
That was huge. Is it still the most viewed YouTube video of all time? Do you know?
Probably. Oh, I can't think of anything else having taken its place in the past 3 years.
Twinkle Twinkle Little Star. There's a like animated video that I saw of Twinkle Twinkle Little Star because you remember that Sprout video
Yeah.
that I was linking, but in the recommended there was in the sidebar with video recommendations, there was a Twinkle Twinkle Little Star, a little animated thing, and it had like
By the way, these
800.
floors are slippery.
It had like 837 like million views. So that was weird.
Okay, I guess that thing works now.
Like that's something you wouldn't think that would have almost
shite.
1 billion views. I didn't actually watch it, by the way. We could watch it live on air. Well, we might get copyright struck for Twinkle Twinkle Little Star on this giant conglomerate YouTube channel we're running here.
There's one.
Non-ice physics.
Yep. We got a comment from Jebediah saying that
My boy Jebediah.
our boy Jebediah in our Spyro playthrough saying that he likes ice physics. That was like after the part where we were literally just running around the icy wilderness for the whole part.
Pooping on it.
Yeah, and then we were just like, oh, you brought up like, why do so many games have ice physics? Nobody likes ice physics. And then he commented saying like, I like ice physics. They add variation to the gameplay. And that's what happened.
I just feel like there's a better ways to do that. I feel like it's just one of those mechanics that's almost inherently frustrating. Like you like it it's hard to justify not liking something when you're just like, I don't know, I just don't like it.
Oh,
It just feels like one of those. It feels like it's not your fault, it's the game fault if you screw
Yeah.
up. And I mean, I guess that isn't really like a reason why it's bad. As much as it is. It just seems like so many people feel that way that it's hard to justify wanting to put it in so many damn games, but I don't know. I ain't no game designer.
I don't make no game design.
I just sit here and cynically make fun of games that are over 10 years old on a tin pot YouTube channel.
Apparently, I can't just jump up there. So
Yeah, what are you, stupid? What do you think, you're like some sort of animal? Jeez. What? Speaking of animals, those fucking
open
turtle
before?
monsters.
those things are fucking weird.
Granted, most enemies in this game are either weird or stupid.
Or both.
Yeah, bloops. They're like all three of the above. I only listed 2 things, but that's how crazy bloops are. That they're all 3 of the above. They're D on the test.
Believe it or not, the bloops are actually something of a big gang here on Dinosaur Planet, along with the Crips.
Yeah,
The
that's
bloops
true.
and the Crips.
Bloops and the Crips. Wow. Bloop is like
The
just one of
bloops and the
those.
crids.
Bloops are just one of those funny words. It's one of those dangle funny words, like Dumbledang and Bafomdad. I know. Listen, we've been beating that dead horse over and over again, but like, I don't understand why some of the things in this game are named what they're named. So can you probably literally solve that by just shooting it over and over again?
Yep. Well, you'll waste your magic if you do that. You'll have to go farm some more.
You're gonna have to go to the magic farm.
Yeah. Get back here.
There it goes.
Stop moving. Go on.
Or I will hit you with a staff. Because I always shoot before I think.
That is so stupid.
I've got the thirst that...
Oh gee, we still want to make our Dinosaur Planet game, and we want to make it faithful to what we had before. But our Japanese boss is telling us that we gotta shoehorn these characters that don't belong in the game into the game. I know, we'll have a cutscene where the general tells the fox that he can't use his weapons that he normally would use in any other fucking game ever.
Can I just say that I have the thirst that a man who works 20 years of homicide gets?
Are you referencing LA Noire?
A really specific line from LA Noire? Yes, I am.
I'm
What was that
surprised,
line?
I think Herschel said it.
I don't think... No, Herschel... I'm pretty sure Herschel's the guy who worked with you after you got kicked off of homicide. For
Yeah.
being... Cole Phelps.
Vice.
Spoiler warning. Oh yeah, that's right. You got lowered to Vice, and then you got kicked out.
No. Vice was the big one. That was the drug
Was it
one.
really?
Yeah.
Maybe it's
Homicide,
just because I
then
liked
Vice.
Homicide more. Which, it was sort of... That game was sort of made... Spoilers for LA Noire, by the way. Gotcha. Whatever. Cole Phelps. Traffic. I think he should have stayed in traffic.
Well, he got promoted. He had
But
no
how did
choice.
that one guy... Because somebody retired, which is why you replaced him on... Why Cole Phelps
Right.
replaced him on Homicide. But then the boss, who had like a... Was he Scottish?
I think maybe.
One of those northern
The chief.
British countries. Dangle. But he's like, tonight we drink for the thirst. That's 20 years of homicide gives a man, or something like that. For some reason, that line, I constantly think of that line.
Oh, look at what they hid underneath the box.
I don't really like Rockstar games.
Not even like GTA.
Well, I've barely played any GTA, but I've played Red Dead Redemption and LA Noire. In both of them, I was just sort of like, I get why people like this, but they feel like really slow.
Is it just the driving for you that does it?
It's not just the driving, it's just moving about. In general.
Moving about?
It doesn't feel like a video game, it feels like a simulator. Which, on one hand, is a compliment, and on the other hand is, you know, criticism.
It's a backhanded compliment.
It's... No, backhanded compliments are literally just disguised insults. This isn't a disguised insult, it's
double-edged double-edged...
It's,
I don't know, whatever.
It's... I don't know. That's why I prefer Saints Row 2 over GTA 4. Saints Row 2 is before they went all crazy, by the way.
Yeah.
It was only crazy in the way that, like an over-the-top 80s movie is crazy, and not in the way that...
Saints Row the Third.
A parody game like Saints Row 3 and 4.
Why did they call it Saints Row the Third? Were they trying to reference the...
You mean the third versus 3?
Yeah. Like, were they trying to reference Shrek?
No, I don't think they were making a Shrek reference. I think... I don't know. The third sounds cooler. Listen here, I'm grasping at straws, and not even like real sturdy straws. They're like those shitty bendy straws that you get at a like, not a McDonald's, but like a fake McDonald's, like a McDingle's. You know what I mean? And it's in like the Middle East.